Hello, good evening. Welcome to ITV News Anglia.
Coming up on this evening's programme.
A fresh way to fight the climate crisis, the campaign group who say high-profile disruptive protests are alienating support for the cause.
It's sorely needed because there are many people that won't sit in the road or go and get arrested but want to take action.
Hello from David and from me. Welcome to the programme.
First tonight, the climate campaign is looking to win broader support across our region by rejecting the radical methods of protest groups such as Just Stop Oil and Extinction Rebellion.
Direct action like blocking the British Grand Prix at Silverstone, closing some of our major roads and disrupting fuel supplies has certainly grabbed attention. But could there be another way to bring about change without causing chaos?
Well, that's what a new group called the Climate Majority Project are hoping.
Desperate times, desperate measures. In the past few years, protesters blocked the Grand Prix at Silverstone, glued themselves to the M25 in Hertfordshire and dug up a lawn in Cambridge. Protest groups like Extinction Rebellion and Just Stop Oil believe civil disobedience is the only way to get people listening about the climate crisis. But today a new movement was launched in London called the Climate Majority Project, a movement for the mainstream based not on disruption but proactive, concerted effort to get people talking and acting. Among the organisers is Julian Thompson.
XR has raised the alarm, and now how are the rest of us going to contribute to this action and this journey? It's sorely needed because there are many people that won't sit in the road or go and get arrested but want to take action. And the Climate Majority Project and Community Climate Action are two avenues and a home for them.
Back in Blow Norton in South Norfolk, Julian has helped set up a community farm where volunteers come together to grow local produce. They all feel strongly that we need to act on climate change now.
We will be facing a war against the climate sooner or later, or we're just going to continue to push the can down the road and until it hits us right in the face and we can't do anything about it because it's just gone too far.
United Nations have issued a code red for humanity over climate change, and it is real, it is coming, and it's already starting to impact us already.
When it comes down to what Extinction Rebellion do and other groups, they're coming from an agenda of complaint. They're complaining to the government and expecting the government to change their behaviour. We don't need to change the government's behaviour. We're quite entitled to make things happen. So we're coming from an agenda of action, solution.
There is a sense of not only that time is running out, but time is up. Only yesterday, a scathing report by the Climate Change Committee warned that the UK is missing its climate targets on nearly every front. Scientists say that it is now too late to keep global warming below the safe limit of 1.5 degrees Celsius, and emissions are continuing to rise.
The Greens became the largest party on East Hertfordshire District Council after the May elections. In Mid-Suffolk, they gained their first majority council. Leader Andy Mellon says this new approach needs to be embraced by all of us.
The crisis is here, and what we've got to do is be responsive to it and be honest about the effects. And I think this new approach, has a lot to sort of commend it. We do need to come together and work together, not just people who are interested in green politics, but everybody needs to be concerned and doing something about the climate.
The government have told us we can be proud of the UK's record as a world leader on net zero. The UK is cutting emissions faster than any other G7 country and attracted billions of investment into renewables, which now account for 40% of our electricity. But many feel not enough is being done. They want governments and companies to not only listen but act. How they get them to do that splits opinions, but what everyone agrees on is it needs to happen now. Tanya Mercer, ITV News, Blow Norton in Norfolk.
Well, I'm pleased to say I'm speaking now to Rupert Read from the Climate Majority Project. Rupert, thank you for speaking to us on the programme. You're once part of Extinction Rebellion. This, a very different project you're launching. You're actually at the launch event today. Why the change?
So I think Extinction Rebellion achieved something important back in 2019 when it raised public consciousness around the climate and nature crisis. But, well, we're now in 2023 and the alarm has been well and truly raised. What we're here to do in the Climate Majority Project is to say, if you're not 100% with the tactics of the radical flank, then you want to do something constructive, that's us. Climate Majority Project is for anyone and everyone who is serious about taking action on this existential threat that now faces us, but doesn't want to glue themselves to anything. That's basically the idea.
Do you think these extreme tactics from people like, Extinction Rebellion, from Just Stop Oil, only yesterday seeing what happened at the cricket, do you think that switches people off to the argument?
If you are someone who believes strongly in climate action and you're not happy with the tactics of Just Stop Oil, then, of course, whining isn't enough, right? You've got to actually do something positive to make the world a better place, or at least a decent place for our children and our grandchildren. So that's why we're calling on people to get involved in community climate action, in transformation in their workplaces, in changing their churches maybe into the kind of place that has a lighter footprint on the earth, and on doing more and more of this and on spreading it. And eventually, if we keep doing that, it will pressurise the government and force them to lead where they've been so abjectly failing to lead so far. So it's never enough to just say no to someone else's tactics. You have to step up and actually get serious about doing the right thing yourselves.
And you're getting support from all corners of society.
We are helping people to see that they are part of a majority by showing that we've got people like Lord Deben, the outgoing chair of the Climate Change Committee, on our side. We've got former supporters of the radical flank like Swampy on our side. We've got London 2012 gold medal Olympians on our side, and famous actors. We've got former advisors to prime ministers. This is a really diverse coalition of unusual suspects coming together to say, look, it's time to set aside our differences and to step up into our power. And if anyone watching wants to get involved, I'd urge you to go to climatemajorityproject.com and see what we're up to and start to get involved yourself.
Rupert Read, thank you so much for speaking to us today and speaking to us from the launch of the Climate Majority Project.